Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dwarven Tavern. This is another review of Mutants and Masterminds series, 3rd edition. This one is, I am Dr. Jeff Goins, your host as always, and this one is called Hero High. And I believe there was a movie with Kurt Russell called, no, that was Sky High, yeah, about superheroes in high school, which is a very cool setting, I think. I'm not a real big fan of the whole high school thing. Even when I was in high school, I didn't like high school movies and books and crap like that because I always thought they were stupid. But in the instance of superheroes, superheroes are not like, obviously they're not like normal people where, you know, a 9-year-old, with the exception of Johnny Clem in the Civil War, a 9-year-old is not often as capable of doing things as a full-grown adult. You may contend with me if you wish, and in some cases it's true. I'm not saying every, don't overgeneralize. But, so when they have high school-based things where they're outsmarting the grown-ups and stuff like that, most of the time it is hokey. However, when we're talking about Hero High, when we're talking about superheroes, that can be befuddled. I mean, that can be. There are many exceptions. The only thing that teenage superheroes lack is more than likely experience, and that can be seen in the very popular anime series My Hero Academia, where the grown-ups have the experience. They know exactly what to do, exactly when. And the youthful ones often don't do well, just not because they don't have the power to, but because they don't know what to do. So, here's my thought. If you have brand new players who do not know exactly how to superhero, then you can put them in, you can start them in this book. Which is Face the Perils of High School Heroics with Mutants and Masterminds by none other than Lucien Solban. So that name is awesome. I don't know if that's a pen name or if that's his actual name. In either case, it's pretty freaking cool. So in this book, we've got the introduction, the teen scene, the mythic age, the pulp age. It's got the various ages that you can go through. I'm not talking about, you know, puberty, adolescence, middle age, and death. I'm talking about the mythic age, the pulp age, the golden age, the silver age. These are all superhero genres. And so you can pick out what how you want to play it very specifically. Then you've got your high school heroes, modifiers and benchmarks, starting power levels, teen ability score benchmarks, teen skills and advantages, and a number of teen hero archetypes on page 22, like the alien exile, the construct, the alien hybrid, envoy, and so forth. Each one of these are an archetype of, just a hero type. Like, well, who would be an alien exile? I wonder. Superman, Martian Manhunter, any one of a number of DC and Marvel guys. So then, page 38, chapter 3, we've got game mastering tips for Hero High, like adventures in babysitting, which I think is brilliant because, yeah, and so smells like teen spirit, playing teen heroes, my life as a dog, teen hero life. Also, the new series Invincible is all about that. So that would be another good setting. And actually, I don't know for sure, but things that happen, because we recently watched that series, and there's things that happen that I would swear they got it straight from the rules of Mutants and Masterminds. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's how it seemed. Especially when you talk about, if you get hit, that power is, your ability is cut in half, and it goes in increments of half and double, just for each number you lose. And gain, which seemed to be the way it was in the series. So there's that. Then we have let's see, the villains you face, villains in you, villains as growth, crazy for you, types of crazy, reasons for the crazy, varieties of crazy. The Claremont is chapter 4, the Claremont Academy, which is the hero high. I keep wanting to call it sky high now that I've planted that freaking seed in my head. The Claremont Academy, the tour of Claremont Academy, the students and faculty, the Elysian Academy, and so forth. And it's got the index and license at the end. So, as is pretty typical of Green Roman, I hate the word typical, standard, we'll say. As pretty standard for Green Ronin and Mutants and Mastermind, the work is clean. The reading it's well delineated, it's well organized. It's pretty straightforward, easy to understand, easy to read. Semi-gloss pages, which I really, really like. I would give it another axe just for that. The illustrations are awesome, very comic booky, which is, that's pretty standard as well. Teen hero archetypes. This whole section is about the archetypes of what I was talking about earlier. And it has an example of the alien hybrid, the child of darkness, like Raven from Teen Titans. The construct, like almost like Cyborg. The envoy, which is, let's see, what is an envoy? It has a description, and it kind of reminds me of Starfire, in a way. The envoy is a member of an advanced hidden culture on Earth, diligent in their policy of stay the heck away from humans. Now, humanity's closest neighbors are slowly abandoning their isolationist ways and sending out delegates to see if human society has moved beyond the spear-chucking phase. Our nuclear missiles would probably make an answer to a clear no, but we can throw farther and harder now, which is the truth. Every weapon that we make is just a rock that we're throwing at our enemy at high speeds with high technology and advanced materials. even lasers is throwing a rock. Only it's made out of photons and high friction, high energy. The loose cannon, the protege, the young mage, the mystic ally, and all these have illustrations and stats for that particular archetype. So one good idea that you could get from this is you could make a number of characters based on each archetype and just give them a different name, different outfit, whatever. Like you could have, you could even have a thing like where a loose cannon is searching for a young mage, or you've got an envoy from one civilization trying to seek out and destroy the envoy of a different civilization, and so forth. So you could have, like a whole room full of envoys who are trying to figure things out, and so forth. So that's another thing that I like about this particular book, and it's got so many ideas. The twist when it comes to how to roll a teenager, or how to role play a teenager. I catch them in an alley, thump them on the head. A teenage super. So in this case, they have a thing called a twist chart. You roll a d20 twice, and you get like an uncle or an aunt is just gained powers, or a contact murdered someone. How would you handle that? An acquaintance is in love with the hero. A sibling is accused of murder. A cousin is seriously ill, and so forth. So you've got a number of relations, like parent, sibling, cousin on this side, and then your next roll is the status. You find out that your enemy is a drug addict of some sort, addicted to something. How would you handle that? Well, that could change a lot. It just depends on how heroic your hero is. or how, what's the word I'm looking for, how compassionate they are, because they might think, like, just for example, what I was going, Tesla girl. She's a young girl who is wicked, even though she loves Tesla. Even though Tesla a good guy, I guess. And so she's a wicked girl who might just have some kind of a problem. She might be addicted to revenge or bitterness, or she might have I don't know, some kind of awful personal problem that is causing her to behave poorly. It may not be her fault. It may not be her choice. And so you have to decide, are you like a paladin where you've got an obligation, a moral obligation to try and save them, or you just put them down. So it's up to you and your game master. Looking throughout the rest of this book, it has a lot of information. High school fair, take back the night, school uniforms, blank man, naming ceremony. You got to fight for your name, fish week. Just so much cool stuff. So in reality, I will, and then of course, okay. So in the back, it has again a large number of another rogues gallery in the back of heroes. That one of my favorites is Junior, because Junior is he's attending superhero high school, but he's really a young Sasquatch, if I remember correctly, because I read this a while ago. When their clan was being hunted down and destroyed by a rogue faction of the U.S. government, Junior's parents sent their baby son away in the arms of a fawn from another of the cryptic clans. The fawn obeyed his friend's wishes and sneaked onto an isolated farm and left their child on the doorstep. He is a cryptid, so he's a young Bigfoot, which, and of course he's powerful. He's got a large strength number and a large stamina number. He's just a super guy. The thing that I was going to say earlier is that I get wrapped up in reading this stuff. Imagine that. It's almost like I like books or something. But what I was going to say is this would actually be the perfect place. This book would be the perfect place to begin your new players into the Mutants and Masterminds setting with all their supers, and because it's got a lot of information about newbies and with little experience. And of course, you can always roll up other characters for other games and stuff, but this would be the perfect place to play them. So this is 5 axes because it's just perfect for what it does. It's soft back, which is fine. That's no detraction. The illustrations are awesome. The layout's awesome. It's just awesome. So I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this book, and so I highly recommend it. Very obviously, it's $32.95 from Green Ronin. You can go to mutantsandmasterminds.com or greenronin.com. Pick yourself up a copy and start your new players. Even if you're a new GM at the superhero role playing thing, this would be a good book to start in, because it's got everything you knew for newbies. Everything you knew for newbies. Or inversely, it's everything you need for newbies, including those who don't speak well. And that would be game mastering too, because it does have game mastering advice in it as well. Chapter 3 is all about game mastering Hero High. So yeah, very good. 5 axes, Hero High, $32.95 from Green Ronin. And on that happy note, I am Dr. Jeff Goins, your host, wishing you to want for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it, then I charged. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.